Very good. Then I have the universal Godhood of universal cosmic potential as me. The moment I come out of Nirvikalpa Samadhi, if at all I come out as mind, my again personality. If at all. This, if at all. I come out of the Nirvikalpa Samadhi. In meditation, I was one with God. After meditation, I am not one with God. Why this detachment? Samadhi sthiti is not a great, the samadhi is only called a perfect samadhi, where once the death happens, it never regenerates back. You die, and then after 3 days you wake up and say, hi, how are you? Fine. What are you doing? And then again you go back to your grave? No, na? Then it will be a horrifying thing. In the same fashion, what is samadhi sthiti? Perfect alignment of mind to the soul. And if it in between it de-aligns, de-aligns, it has not yet reached a perfect state of alignment. Once it is aligned, you never come out of samadhi. Even with eyes open, you are in a state of samadhi. Eyes closed, you are in a state of samadhi. That alone is useful state of samadhi sthiti, not by losing yourself, even by being aware of your diversity, you be aware of your unity, then alone unity and diversity along with when they merge, the central golden path of I am God consciousness is thread upon. Am I clear with you, or you're not? I'm not clear? I'm clear? So the point is, first a sadhak, as he starts doing Sri Vidya sadhana, I come back to my Sri Chakra explanation, he does meditation and he says, this God, this Sri Chakra, I keep a Sri Chakra, metal one, and I say, this is God, this is a divine thing, this is a divine thing, this is a divine thing, this is a divine thing. As I was explaining, I take an oval shaped stone. This is Sivalinga, and I pour water on it chanting Rudram. After 1 year, what happens? The Sivalinga becomes, the oval stone becomes a Jagrat Sivalinga. Now, who made that Jagrat Sivalinga a Jagrat Sivalinga? Me. Who is more powerful? You or your created object? Your created object. But to whom you are slave? Your created object. That is what I say. Man builds a concept and becomes a slave of his own concept. Instead, this is Sivalinga, and you pour milk on you. I am not asking you to pour milk on you, I know. But if at all you contemplate, this is Sivalinga, after 1 year, can't this be Sivalinga? No. If a stone can be made into Siva consciousness, live consciousness of universal cosmic consciousness, can't it be made into Siva consciousness? But you hate yourself, you salute that Siva, so you are always like this. You concentrate on Bindu, you don't concentrate on self, so you are like this. Seriously, that is the big flaw in meditation. My greatest guru. Huh?
From childhood we are taught like that.
Yeah, that is what I say. In spirituality, virus is more than actuality. Serious. That is the truth. Virus is mostly prevalent in spirituality because spirituality means praying God by humiliating yourself. Because we do a Maha Ekadasha Rudra Abhisheka, at the end, Rudram is a very lengthy mantra japa sadhana. After that we say, Papoham, I am a very big papa, I am papi, I have done so many sins, I am sinner, I am sinner, I am a fool, I am an idiot. After that, mantrahinam, kriyahinam, bhaktihinam, all pujas, everything hinam. Matlab, I don't know mantras, I am a papa, I am a sinner. Your son comes to you and say, I love you dad, I love you dad, I love you so much dad, I love you very very much dad, I love you very 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 much dad. After half an hour he says, I love you, I love you, I love you. Now the son says, Daddy, I am a fool, I am a jerk, I am a stupid, I insulted this girl, I insulted that girl, I did smoke, I did drink, I am a fool, I don't know how to talk to you, I don't know how to respect you, I don't know how to live life, I am a universal fool, then what will you feel at the kid? Pity or happy that he said, I love you? If your son has come to you and said all this to you, I love you, I love you, I love you, I love you, half an hour. After that, 10 minutes he said, I am waste, I am waste, I am waste. I am absolutely rubbish. Mantrahinam, Kriyahinam, all hinam. And after that, you do whatever you like. Yadecha sthitata kurum. Do whatever you like. Yadecha sthitata kurum. Matlab, I have done what I have done. I am a fool. And you do what you can do. Then the father looks at the child and says, if you are so full, what can I do, buddy? Technically. The father always takes pity at the child. Why are you considering yourself fool? I don't understand it. You are my son and I am your father. No process, no method, no tantra. You love me, that is enough. You say, I love you, it is enough. You don't need to tell me in a poetic fashion, I love you, as if the world is full of that. I love you, the world size, I love you, a world of love to you. You don't need a poetic expression in love at all if you are sincere about it. Your plain method of explaining, I love you, my father, is enough for me. Now in that, after explaining I love you, my father, in a creative fashion, you say I am mantrahinam just because of your insecurity, prevailing your insecurity and distancing away from me, that I am God the Great and you are the fool, then how can my son there be a contact of synchrony or synthesis, or how can I help you in my process of uplifting you to the divine? Because remember, if the son continues to consider him as foolish guy, no matter how the father tries to help him, he will always be in a depression, a patient of depression. No matter how you give him, you try to see, there is a persistent, pernicious depression patient. I don't know whether I can call pernicious depression. Pernicious is ever continuing, okay? Ever continuing depression. And the child is born with depression and he is living a life of depression, psychological illness. He is given a car, his father is rich, he has this, he has that, he has everything. But there can be a child where he is still into a depression. Now, what can the father do to the child? I can give you all the riches I have, I can make 100 servants to you, I can give 100 servants to you, I can do everything, but I cannot get one superlative feeling about yourself. You are left. God bless you, I can't help you, my son. And moreover, the father is also down with that emotional trauma. Yes or no? Doing Advaita sadhana, we do this. We insult ourselves. That is the reason why all human mankind is like this. We are trained to salute God, we are trained to salute God by mindlessly reciting that I am God. We are trained to salute God by mindlessly reciting, I am God, in my hands there is God, I am me hasto bhagavanam pratishtitam. They say, in my hands God exists, in my right ear fire exists, in my here fire exists, lalate this exists, in my kante this exists. Everything we say mindlessly and finally say mantrahinam, kriyahinam, stupid, I am finally universally useless creature. Oh God, do whatever you like. For universal creatures I can't elevate, sorry, he says. Universal stupid creatures I don't elevate. If your son absolutely fails, will the school principal elevate him to next class? Same fashion, the son is accepting that he is fool. In consideration that it is being humble, we humiliate ourselves, forgetting that once a child is humiliated, the father is also humiliated, and the father and child are not separate. Atma vai putra namasi, they always say. Atma vai putra namasi. But the Atma form, from the Atma alone, your child is your own mirror reflection of your Atma. Atma vai putra namasi. I insult your child, I have insulted you too. So if I am insulting myself, I am insulting universal Godhead also. In the name of cutting down ahankara, we insult ourselves. But remember, pure ahankara itself is siddha, pure ahankara itself is the Brahma. Then why insult us? I think you understand my intention.